What's up, fellow brain owners? Get ready to have your mind blown because today we're talking about the weird brain glitches that rule your life and why you can't stop them. Let's dive right into the madness. Number 8, the just one more trap. You tell yourself you'll watch one episode, and suddenly it's 4 a.m. and you're 12 seasons deep into a show about competitive cake decorating. Seriously, who even is that person? Or you're scrolling TikTok for just 5 minutes, and 3 hours later you're watching someone explain why birds aren't real. And trust me, that rabbit hole goes deep. This isn't weakness, it's your brain's reward system going absolutely bonkers. See, your brain releases dopamine not when you get the reward, but when you expect it. It's like a slot machine in your skull. Every swipe, every next episode button is a potential jackpot. Your brain is literally thinking, maybe this video will be the one that changes my life. The problem? Modern entertainment is designed by teams of neuroscientists who know exactly how to hack this system. Yeah, they're basically weaponizing your eyeballs. That little countdown timer, the autoplay feature, the endless scroll. It's all designed to keep you in that dopamine loop, expecting the next hit. You're not addicted to the content, you're addicted to the anticipation of content. It's wild. But here's the kicker, your ancestors used this same system to survive. They'd get excited about maybe finding food, which kept them hunting even when they were exhausted. And now, you're hunting for the perfect meme at 2 a.m. instead of mammoth meat. And let's be real, the mammoths are probably judging you from their graves. Number 7, the everyone's watching me paranoia. You trip in public and feel like the entire world just witnessed your personal apocalypse. You walk into a restaurant and convince yourself everyone's judging your outfit choice from 2019. Sound familiar? This isn't just social anxiety, it's the spotlight effect, and it's completely hijacking your reality. Your brain genuinely believes you're the main character in everyone else's story. You think that cashier remembers your awkward small talk from last Tuesday. You think your neighbors are having dinner conversations about how you put your trash out wrong. Newsflash, they are not. And honestly, why would they? Here's the brutal truth. Most people are so obsessed with their own spotlight that they barely notice yours. That embarrassing thing you did. The person who saw it forgot about it before you even finished blushing. But your brain keeps replaying it like it's the director's cut of your worst moments. Thanks, brain, really helpful. This happens because your brain processes your own experiences in high definition while everyone else's life plays in fuzzy background noise. You remember every detail of your stumble, but you probably can't remember what the person next to you was wearing. Yet somehow you think they are focused on you. The math doesn't add up, does it? Number 6, the I'll start Monday syndrome. You decide to get your life together, but it has to begin on a perfectly clean slate. New workout routine. Starts Monday. Healthy eating. First day of the month. Learning guitar. January 1st. Classic, right? This isn't procrastination. It's your brain's obsession with fresh starts, and it's sabotaging your progress. Your mind treats new beginnings like magic spells. It genuinely believes that starting on the right day will somehow make success inevitable. But here's the plot twist. There is no perfect moment. Monday isn't magical, January 1st doesn't have special powers, and waiting for the right time is just fear wearing a productivity costume. The real problem? Your brain is addicted to the feeling of starting over. It gives you that same dopamine hit as actually making progress, but without any of the work. You get to feel accomplished just by making the plan. You're basically getting high off your own potential while your actual life stays exactly the same. Ouch. This is why gym memberships spike in January and crash by February. People aren't buying fitness, they are buying the feeling of being someone who will be fit. Your brain can't tell the difference between planning to change and actually changing. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Number 5, the what if I'm wrong. You spend 3 hours researching which brand of toothpaste to buy, reading reviews like you're choosing a life partner. You ask 17 people for their opinion on a simple decision, then ignore their advice anyway. You know that feeling, right? This isn't being thorough, it's analysis paralysis, and it's turning your brain into a broken search engine. Your mind has convinced itself that somewhere out there is the one perfect piece of information that will make every decision obvious. So you keep researching, comparing, and second-guessing, because making the wrong choice feels like a personal failure. But here's the reality check. Most decisions don't matter as much as you think they do. You're treating every choice like it's life or death when most of them are just. Tuesday. That toothpaste. It's going to clean your teeth regardless. That restaurant. You'll forget the meal in a week. Your brain is running a maximum security analysis on minimum security problems. It's like deploying the SWAT team for a lost sock. The cruel irony, while you're paralyzed by the fear of making a bad choice, you're making the worst choice of all, making no choice at all. You're so busy optimizing for the perfect decision that you never actually get to live with any decision. Time keeps moving while you're stuck in analysis mode. Life is just happening without you. Ouch. Number 4, the I can fix them delusion. You see potential in everyone. The friend who always cancels plans, the boss who promises promotions they'll never give, the romantic interest who's just going through a rough patch for the past 3 years. Sound familiar? This isn't compassion, it's your brain's savior complex, and it's turning you into an emotional vending machine. Your mind genuinely believes that if you just try hard enough, love enough, or give enough chances, you can transform other people into who you need them to be. You're essentially playing relationship renovation, thinking you can fix people like they're broken appliances. But here's the uncomfortable truth. People change when they want to change, not when you need them to. This happens because your brain confuses potential with reality. You're not falling in love with who someone is, you're falling in love with who they could be. You're dating their highlight reel while living with their behind-the-scenes chaos. Your brain sees the 10% of them that's amazing and decides the other 90% is just under construction. The real kicker? You're probably neglecting people who are already great because you're too busy trying to upgrade people who aren't. You're like someone standing in a beautiful garden, ignoring the flowers because you're convinced you can turn the weeds into roses. Spoiler alert, the weeds are happy being weeds. Let them be. Number 3, the I'm behind in life comparison trap. You see someone's promotion announcement and suddenly feel like you're failing at existence. You watch a friend buy a house and wonder where you went wrong. Someone younger than you achieves something impressive, and you have an existential crisis in aisle 7 of Target. Raise your hand if you've been there. This isn't motivation, it's comparison culture, destroying your self-worth. Your brain treats life like a race, where everyone started at the same time with the same resources. But that's not how life works. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Your chapter 3 to their chapter 20. Your rough draft to their published novel. It's like getting mad at a fish for being better at swimming than you are at flying. It makes zero sense. Social media has turned this into a 24/7 torture device. You're constantly bombarded with other people's wins, achievements, and perfectly curated moments. Your brain doesn't understand that these are the best 5 minutes of someone's entire week. It thinks this is how they live all the time. You're measuring your whole life against everyone else's peak moments. Seriously, it's exhausting. The truth, everyone's making it up as they go along. That person who seems to have it all figured out, they're Googling how to be an adult just like you are. Success isn't a timeline, it's a personal journey that looks different for everyone. Your only competition is who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. Number 2, the I'll be happy when. Postponement addiction. You tell yourself you'll be happy when you lose those 10 pounds. Get that promotion, find the perfect relationship, or finally organize your closet. You're essentially holding your own happiness hostage, waiting for future you to unlock it. Stop it. This isn't goal setting. It's emotional procrastination. Your brain has convinced you that happiness is a destination you'll reach once you fix everything that's wrong with your life. But here's the plot twist. There's always something to fix. You lose the weight and decide you need to tone up. You get the promotion and realize you want a different job. You organize the closet and notice the garage is a mess. You're chasing a moving target. This is called the hedonic treadmill. You keep running toward happiness but never actually get there because the treadmill keeps moving. Your brain adapts to every achievement, then immediately starts looking for the next thing to fix. You're like someone who thinks they'll enjoy the vacation once they finish packing, then spend the whole trip planning the next one. Basically, you're living in the waiting room of your own life. The uncomfortable truth. If you can't find reasons to be happy now, you won't magically find them later. Happiness isn't a reward for fixing your life. It's a skill you practice while living your life. You're not broken and waiting to be fixed. You're human and learning to be happy with the beautiful mess that you are. Number 1, the I should be doing more productivity guilt. You finish a full day of work and feel guilty for relaxing. You complete your to-do list and immediately think of 10 more things you should be doing. You're busy being busy, but never feel like you're doing enough. Been there? This isn't ambition. It's productivity culture gaslighting you into believing your worth depends on your output. Your brain has been hijacked by the idea that rest is laziness. That downtime is wasted time, and that you should always be optimizing, improving, or achieving something. You've turned yourself into a human doing instead of a human being. Your worth has become tied to your productivity metrics like you're a piece of workplace equipment. It's ridiculous. Here's the reality check. You're not a machine. You're a biological creature that needs rest, play, and sometimes just existing without purpose. Your brain needs time to process, recharge, and make those random connections that lead to creativity and insight. But you've convinced yourself that any moment not spent being productive is a moment wasted. The irony? This constant pressure to do more actually makes you less productive. You're running on empty, making decisions from a place of exhaustion, and burning out the very energy you need to actually accomplish things. You're like someone who refuses to stop for gas because they're afraid of not making good time. Eventually, you're going to break down on the side of the road. Don't be that person. The truth is, you're already doing enough. You're already worth enough. Your value isn't determined by how much you accomplish or how busy you stay. You're allowed to rest without earning it. You're allowed to exist without justifying it. You're allowed to be human without apologizing for it. Stop treating yourself like a project that needs to be completed, and start treating yourself like a person who deserves to be happy. Your brain might be running on ancient software, but you get to choose which programs to run. That's all for today. These mental glitches are running in the background of everyone's mind, so don't feel bad about recognizing them in yourself. The first step to changing these patterns is understanding them. Drop a comment below about which one hit you the hardest. I read every single one, and your insights always blow my mind. Hit that subscribe button if you want more deep dives into the weird ways our brains work against us. Trust me, there's so much more where this came from, and I promise to keep it real, keep it practical, and keep it entertaining. Until next time, be kind to your beautifully broken brain. It's doing its best with some seriously outdated programming. And remember, you're not weird for having these thoughts. You're human for having them, and you're smart for wanting to understand them. See you in the next one.